Carroll, a pair of 7-9 seasons. 2 years ago, they won the division. Last year, way behind the Niners.
With the 15th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Bruce Irvin, defensive end, West Virginia.
Well, I would say that this is the first name that might have really leapfrogged on all the, quote, mock drafts, correct?
Listen, he doesn't play all the time. He has 4.4 speed. He's an interesting story off the field. We'll get into it in a minute. But nobody has the juice that Irvin has as a pass rusher. He's going to be a pass rushing specialist only. This kid comes from nowhere. 2 years at West Virginia, was a junior college transfer, started as a free safety at the JC level. But when you watch West Virginia at closing time with the game on the line late, Irvin is the go-to guy that delivers his sacks. He's had a lot of production as a pass rusher. This is not a run defender. He reminds me a lot of Antoine Barnes, who led the Chargers in sacks with 11. He's a one-dimensional, one-trick pony right now. Speed rusher, and he's got rare speed to rush.
John, this is a shocking first-round pick. Shocking for, I thought, mid-second he had moved up to, not the middle of the first. I mean, you're talking about a guy that produced as a junior and senior, 22.5 sacks, but production dropped as a senior, little inconsistent. It was handled in some games. I will say this. Talked to Bruce Irvin on ESPN Radio, the Darian Mel show Saturday. He said to Darian and I, I'm going to make any teams that pass me over, pay for it. He thought he'd be a second-round pick. And all those 32 teams, like Maurice Jones-Drew said, hey, 32 teams, I'll wear number 32 for that reason. Bruce Irvin, I don't even think expect to be a first-round pick himself. The fact that he's a mid-first-rounder is mind-boggling at this point. There were some off-the-field issues. Morton Adam will address that, why there were some red flags with Bruce Irvin that we thought maybe third round. He ascended up because I think people went back to the tape and saw a kid who got after the quarterback, and they needed a defensive end, Seattle did, but the red flags were there with Bruce Irvin.
Well, they have some shocking new uniforms when you look at them. It's a shocking pick, as you say, for the Seahawks, and Adam Schefter shed a little light here.
Well, Boom, this is one of the most surprising picks, maybe the most surprising pick in the first round. There's a tremendous backstory behind Bruce Irvin, who dropped out of high school, spent 2.5 weeks in jail at that point in time for robbery, earned his GED, enrolled in Mount San Antonio Junior College before enrolling in West Virginia, where he became one of the top pass rushing threats in the country. However, on March 18th, he was arrested and charged with destruction of property and disorderly conduct. According to the police report, Irvin knocked a magnetic sandwich shop sign off the top of a delivery car. Opinion on Irvin was split around the league. There were multiple teams that had him as the top pass rusher in the entire draft, and there were other teams that said he had bust potential all over him and wouldn't touch him. The Seahawks believe he's going to be a dynamic pass rushing force in Seattle, Boom.
Well, and dynamic defense is what Pete